Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4. Unfortunately, this is not the Fallout 4 that uh, I was playing last time I recorded. In the last episode, I said I was going to do some building in Sanctuary and fortify it and whatnot, but during the course of that, I was actually attacked by another settlement raid and died a lot. And it made me rethink my position in the game. I decided that I needed to start over because I went about the gaming completely wrong way. I was collecting settlements way too fast. There was no way to fortify them and prepare them for the eventual raids. And if it had been the random settlements that I picked up, like Abernathy or um, Oberlin Station, I probably wouldn't have minded so much. But Sanctuary is one of the settlements that it was in a position to be attacked regularly because it had people there and stuff, which is what attracts raiders. Um, and I use Sanctuary a lot, so I decided that I was going to restart, and this time I'm only going to unlock Sanctuary and Red Rocket for a while. Once I have those built up to a point where I can protect them and whatnot, I'll collect another settlement and build that one up, and so on and so forth. But moving a lot slower than before. But this is my character. I don't even remember what the other one looked like, because I don't routinely look at the character's face. But this is my current character. Stat-wise, um, why is perception low? Pretty sure oh no, that's right. I left perception low to raise something else. Okay, so everything is either a 9 or a 10 except for perception. I did the same thing I did last time with the traits. I took gifted and small frame, which is why my stats are so high. Um, Gifted gave me +2 to everything, and small frame gave me +2 to agility, but my limbs are 20% more easily crippled. However, I have adamantine skeleton 2, which reduces that chance a little bit. So, you go ahead and open the perk chart, and I'll show you the perks that I took with this time around. I went ahead and took gun nut 2, sneak 2, because I'm going to try and be a little stealthier with this character. The adamantine skeleton 2, commando 1, mostly just so I can see my grenade arc. These perks, I don't really like the gunslinger and commando and all that. I don't really take them very often because they don't really do much except make you a little bit more accurate. And I think the accuracy is pretty decent anyway. So, yeah, I probably won't be taking very much, taking these very far, I should say. What else did I take? Oh, yeah, I took the first rank of science. I think that's it. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and idiot savant. Because with gifted, I'm getting half XP anyway, so idiot savant should, try and offset that a little bit. Even though my intelligence is maxed out, so it's not actually going to proc very often. But those are my perks. That was my stats. I haven't done anything crafting wise to my weapons or armor yet. And the reason I'm standing here is because I used a transfer settlement for Sanctuary, and I needed to go into an interior space and wait a couple of days for everything to settle down. I think that's what I'm supposed to do anyway. Actually, it recommended I go somewhere else far away and come back later, but I think that's the same effect. Anyway, The transfer settlement wasn't anything like an actual settlement. It just cleared up some things and made the buildings more modular. You can actually break apart individual walls and things like that and scrap them and whatnot. Um, it does do some wiring, but there's no generator as far as I can find, or at least I haven't seen one. And so the wires don't actually do anything at the moment. But once I get around to creating a generator and everything, I'll have street lights and lights in the various houses and whatnot. For some reason, it decided to put 3 power armor stations. Yeah, this is probably me not doing the um, transfer settlement correctly, because I think the 3 power armor stations. Okay, froze for a moment there. But yeah, you can see that like I can break down individual walls and the roofs and whatnot. I can take out the roofs and add second story if I wanted to, things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna scrap one of these weapon benches. Hello? How many is there? Okay. Alright. Just making sure there was only 2 there. That was weird. I don't know why there were so many. Is the same thing happening with the armor bench? No? Okay. But yeah, that's all I did with that. Okay. I was just making sure that these were the same cars that give the same amount of scrap that Immersive gameplay does for them. I was pretty sure they would, but you never know. Alright, but I'm not going to do any actual building right now. Instead, what I'm going to do is move on with the game after I do some crafting. Oh, the bunker that was in your old house, I don't know if it's still there, but it was there before I did the sanctuary, or the transfer or settlement thing. And it does take forever to open this now. Wow. I don't know if those are supposed to be there or not, but yeah. I can fix that. Just gotta figure out where everything is. I installed a few other mods, homemaker and OCD and whatnot. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about the abrupt transition there, but I had a crash to desktop, which is telling me that either I've got a issue with my install, or I just didn't give transfer settlements enough time to do its thing before I started scrapping and whatnot, because it does give you a warning to, you know, as I said, leave for a few days and come back. And it's also possible that me just going into an interior and waiting a few days didn't help. So I'm just going to mod my weapons. Okay, right now we got 146. I got plenty of all of that, so we'll go there. Attach mod. Attach mod. Can't really do anything other than this for now. I so need rank 4. Can I do? Yes, I can. Good. I think that's the best I can do without changing the caliber. And now to make a sniper rifle. Whoops. I wait for the animation to go, because I forgot I put the other thing in the workbench. I suppose I could do a hunting rifle. But for now, we'll go with what I did the first time, which is turning this into a sniper rifle. I don't really need a large magazine on a sniper rifle. So let's just make it a 50 caliber. Alright. Excuse me. That's my weapons sorted. Put my helmet back on. Oh, I already have it on. That's right, I never took it off when I reloaded. Alright, let's get my weapons hotkeyed. Snipers online. Automatic 6. This one 4. It's already hotkeyed, even though I probably never use it. Are these actually getting power? No, nothing else is, though. Just making sure there wasn't a roach in here, because when I did the transfer settlement, I never actually came down this far, so I didn't know if that would be still there or not. just gonna go unlock the red rocket and get dog meat, kill the mole rats and whatnot. Huh. I guess that other mod that I installed that the transfer settlement required, which was a clean and smooth sanctuary, which basically just, you know, scrapped everything, which gave it a fresh base for the transfer settlement to apply to. But apparently it fixed the bridge and cleaned up the corpse that's usually down there. Not complaining. That corpse usually annoys me because it's still there every time I go by. Let me deselect the quest. Get rid of that marker. It's because I forgot to talk to Codsworth after clearing the bugs.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
I did think about finding a transfer settlement that did something similar to what I did at Sanctuary, where, you know, I cleaned up a little bit and tweaked some things. But in the end, I decided to leave it alone for now. Just waiting around for the mole rats. Yeah, that's the word. Come on. Anybody else? Oh, I just remembered I was about to say something before I crashed earlier. The bunker that's underneath the house that's added by Immersive Gameplay was still there before I did the transfer settlements, but I didn't know if anything was going to get covered up by it, so I went ahead and transferred everything out of the bunker into the workshop outside, so I didn't lose anything. I still don't know if the bunker is, or the entrance to the bunker is still accessible or not, but I didn't want to lose all that stuff just in case. Alright, I don't need to actually loot any of this right now.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Why don't you wait at home, boy?
As in right here. But what I am going to do is make a water pump and a bed. I'm going to keep drinking just so I can get rid of that radiation. It will take forever, but eventually the radiation will be gone. It's one of the benefits of purified water in immersive gameplay that I didn't really take advantage of last playthrough, but I'm going to try and do it this time. Even though it is rather boring sitting here watching me do this. My apologies. I seem to have stopped. I wonder if that's like a limit. Like you can't keep healing after a certain point. I lost the benefit of it. Well, be. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but you know, it's immersive, sort of. I mean, given that I literally drank enough to fill like a swimming pool. Alright. Try it again in the morning when I'm actually thirsty again. See if it'll give me if I can get rid of the rest of it. But in the meantime, I don't have enough cloth. That's what it is. That gives me paper. That is not cloth. And I can't scrap those, so I can only store them because they are valuable and whatnot. Something with cloth. I don't really think there's much cloth in this settlement. There's some cloth. Not going to be enough. So what I'm going to do is cheat and use a bed that's added by a mod, just so I can have an actual bed. But first I need to finish scrapping here, because this is where I'm going to put my bed for now. Jeez, it takes forever to open that. In 11 hours will be 8:45. Let's do 7:45. Alright. Let's see if I can drink any more water. It does not seem to be giving me any effect. Or it's just moving so slow that I can't detect it. Wait a minute, it's not even getting me hydrated. There we go. So maybe that wasn't a thing added by Immersive Gameplay, that was just a bug preventing me from drinking anymore. Alright. Let's cook some breakfast. Yep. I don't know why, but like every settlement has like 30 to 50 grilled red stags. Or red stag meat, rather. Alright. Now, let's dump some stuff. Store all the junk. Store that. I'll get that back in a second. Do I have any bottles? Just the two. I left a bunch of purified water in Sanctuary, I think. Now I just want to test a theory. No. I was able to scrap the bloat-fi corpses in Sanctuary, so I was hoping that one of the mods I added allowed me to scrap mole rat corpses. Sadly, that did not work. Sorry. I just have this habit of clearing up trash as I go. Alright. That's enough watching me break stuff down. I say, as I keep doing it. Alright. Couldn't resist. Okay. Now I'm really done. Let's eat some food. And we will be ready to begin our adventures again next time. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll forgive me for not continuing the Let's Play I already started. It sucks to lose about 20 hours of play. It's probably more, it's like 16. Anyway, it sucks to lose all that, but I think this will be a better playthrough overall. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.